Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling one of the most common, and honestly, most annoying things you'll see in your car. The dreaded check engine light. You're driving along, minding your own business, and boom, that little orange engine icon lights up your dashboard. Your heart sinks a little, right? You start thinking, is this going to be expensive? Is my car about to break down? Well, before you panic, I want to talk about a very frequent culprit that is often not as scary as it seems. A faulty oxygen sensor, or O2 sensor. So, what exactly is an O2 sensor and what does it do? Think of it as the nose of your car's exhaust system. You have at least two of them. One is located before the catalytic converter, and another is located after. The first one, often called the upstream sensor, measures the amount of unburned oxygen in the exhaust as it leaves the engine. It sends this information back to your car's computer, the ECU. The ECU then uses this data to adjust the air-fuel mixture in real time. It's all about efficiency. The goal is to get the perfect ratio for a clean, powerful burn. Too much fuel and you're wasting gas and polluting the air. Too little fuel and your engine can run hot and even misfire. The second sensor, the downstream one, sits after the catalytic converter. Its main job is to check the converter's work. It measures the oxygen levels again to make sure the catalytic converter is effectively cleaning up the exhaust gases. If the readings from the upstream and downstream sensors are too similar, it tells the computer that the converter isn't doing its job properly. But often, it's the sensor itself that's the problem. Now, why do these sensors fail? Well, they live in a really harsh environment. They're constantly exposed to extreme heat, soot, oil, and unburned fuel. Over time, usually after about 60,000 to 90,000 miles, they can get contaminated or just wear out. When an O2 sensor starts to go bad, it can send slow or incorrect signals to the car's computer. The computer gets confused, can't properly regulate the fuel mixture, and decides the safest thing to do is to turn on the check engine light to get your attention. So, how do you know if it's the O2 sensor? The most obvious sign is the check engine light itself, but you might also notice some other symptoms. A big one is a decrease in fuel economy. If you suddenly find yourself visiting the gas station a lot more often, a bad O2 sensor could be forcing your car to run rich, meaning it's using more fuel than it needs. You might also notice a rough idle. Your engine might hesitate or stumble when you accelerate, or in some cases, you might even smell something like rotten eggs from the exhaust, which is a sign of a failing catalytic converter that can be caused by a bad O2 sensor. The best way to confirm the problem is to get the codes read. You can buy a simple OBD scanner online for a pretty reasonable price, or you can go to most auto parts stores in the LL. Usually scan it for you for free. You're looking for specific codes. The good news is that replacing an O2 sensor is a very manageable DIY job for many people. It usually just screws into the exhaust pipe. You'll need a special O2 sensor socket to get it out without damaging the wire, but it's a tool that's readily available. Once you replace it and clear the code, your check engine light should go off, and you should see your fuel economy and engine performance return to normal. Of course, if you're not comfortable working on your own car, any mechanic can handle this job for you pretty quickly. It's a routine repair. So, next time that check engine light pops on, don't immediately assume the worst. It could just be your car's way of telling you it's time for a new O2 sensor. A quick scan can save you a lot of worry and money. I hope this helps demystify one of the most common reasons for a check engine light. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more car tips and DIY guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.